The Eldari and the Necrons are yet again having another land dispute. The Necrons that have been here for millennia, and the Eldari just looking for a place to live. Unbeknownst to either of them, the Blood Ravens have arrived, waiting to see how things plan out. The Necrons, tired of this action, decide that it is time to remove these pests. And in a flash of magnificent light, they are gone, and in their place, a dinosaur riding another dinosaur. The Eldar have not but seconds before they are viciously ripped apart and attacked by the Connoisseur. The Space Marine shout over the Vox, "Incoming intruders, bring in the support." Hi, my name is Jovis, and welcome to a very unusual game of Solohammer. Today we're playing Space Marines versus Lizardmen. Now let me tell you how I'm going to do this. So, that is the 3rd edition rulebook for Warhammer 40k. That is the 6th edition rulebook for Warhammer Fantasy Battles. These books came out about around the same time, so we're going to be using these two rule sets. When I say rules, I mean the actual, weapon skill, blitz skill, stat line for the Lizardmen versus the Space Marines. They will be able to use some of their extra abilities, like the Hand of God for Krokar, and the Lore of Heaven for the Skink Priest. So let's see who we have. For our Major Lord, we have Krokar on Grimlock. He has his Hand of the Gods, and I forget what the name of the spear is, but it gives him +1 to strength. We also have a Skink Priest who has just a simple lightning spell, so it's not that bad. We then have 2 units of Saurian Cavalry. They're Coldbone Riders, Saurian Knights, whatever they call them, but we got 2 units of them. Ignore the back 2, I don't have a full unit of them, but anyway. And then a very small 10-man squad of Saurian Warriors. For our Space Marines, we have a Force Commander, a Veteran squad of 5 men, a Derbyshire squad with Heavy Bolter, Rocket and Missile Launcher, a 10-man squad of Tacticals, our Librarian, and then finally, some Assault Marines. Now, before we do the roll to see who goes first, I'd like to thank you for watching, liking the video, going down below and commenting the video, telling me your thoughts on how weird this is going to be and why am I doing this, and then finally, that's it. Alright, red is for Blood Ravens, and blue is for the Lizards. Alright, Lizards go first. As usual with any game of Solohammer, it's going to be 3 turns each. It's going to be points-wise, the Warlords are going to be 3 points each, and so on and so forth. Alright. Being a very heavily casually, my lord, I can't talk today. Being a very cavalry-heavy list, there's going to be a lot of movement. Also, since 6th edition fantasy will have movement, we will be using that. Plus, it makes more sense on why dinosaurs would move fast, and/or slow. So yeah. First things first, the cavalry is gonna run up, followed by the warriors, Saurian warriors. Yeah, and then the back line is gonna start moving. So now they're moving up, we're gonna move into the shooting phase. Only 2 things can shoot in the Lizardmen army, and that would be Krokar with his Hand of God and the Skink Priest. They basically have the same exact spell. First things first, we're going to have Krokar cast his Hand of God into the Jetpack Marine. It's basically like a leadership check on a 5-up, it goes off. It does. And the Hand of God does D6, so 2 strength 4 attacks. So strength 4 against status 4, so 4 to wound. 2 wound, and a 3-up save. And 1 Marine is gone. Just destroyed by a bolt of holy light. The Skink Priest needs to go next. Now, he doesn't need to be within 12 inches like Krokar needed to. But he's going to go for the Veteran Squad. And it's on 7 instead of 5, because he's kind of weaker. And that is a 3. And that is a 5. That is an 8. Alright, it goes off. How many attacks? 4. It is once again strength 4, so 4 against 4 equals 4 wound. And all but 1. And a 3-up save. Oh, 2 veterans die. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, and with that down, we're going to move into the charge phase. The assault phase. Whatever the heck I call it. So, we're So if you're charging into something, if you're like cavalry, you double your normal movement. Since the normal movement is 6 for infantry, that means their 7 is 14. So these suckers can move 14 inches to charge. They're going to charge into the heavy weapon squad, and that unit is going to charge into the jetpack squad. And then that into that, and then I don't know about him yet. That, if that's not terrifying, I don't know what is. Now you may be thinking, Jolvis, this is screwed up. There's like so many attacks on these models. Well, Sauruses have the worst initiative ever. All of this front line is initiative 1. Space Marines gets to go first in the combat. We're going to start with this combat. Weapon skill 4 of the Space Marines against weapon skill 4 of the Saurian Riders. So hitting on 4s. Nice. Then strength 4 against toughness 4, so 4s to wound. Alright. The Saurian Warriors have their thick hide and shield, so they go 4 save. And nope. 2 take wounds. The 2 Saurians are just killed outright. The same thing for that back line over there. 4s to hit. 4s to wound. And a 4-up save. Alright, one more goes down. The Saurian Cavalry go up next. They have more attacks. They have 2 attack space, plus the attack from the charge. So it's going to be 4s to hit. Exactly like earlier. Oh, that's not a lot. Oh, okay. 4s to wound. That's a 3-up save. And the Marines are fine. The Saurian Cavalry on that angle are going to attack now. 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. And 3-up save. Alright, 1 die. This middle mess, same thing again. 4s to hit. Actually, no, it's not 4s to hit, it's 3s to hit. The weapon skill of a Saurian warrior is 3. But it is still the same for toughness, so 4s to wound. Alright. The Saurian warriors have their scaly skin in their shield, so they get a 4-up save. Alright. 3 die. Nope, 4 die. I can't count. The Saurian warriors need to attack next. They are hitting on 5s. Not bad. Actually, no, it's terrible. And then wounding on 4s. Nothing. Damn. At the end of Lizardmen turn 1, we have deleted nothing off the board. Everything is still in its full units, but we still need to do leadership text for the Space Marines. Actually, no, we don't, because none of them actually lost. Actually, hold on. Okay, that combat is a tie. This one, the Space Marines won by 4. This combat, they won by 2. So yes, leadership check is necessary. Okay, so they get -2 to their save. And they have a leadership of 8, so 6. Fine. -4 to leadership of 8. My God. No. Where is it gonna fall back? 9 inches. That's not 9. That's 8. You can't read. So the Space Marines catch up to them. Now. Alright, time for Space Marines. Turn 1. Movement. Yes. Alright, we've moved up the mess. The Space Marines have moved out of the way so that the commander and the veterans can move up with the librarian. And the Dreadnought is making a tactical repositioning towards some dinosaurs. These Space Marines are going to fire their bolters into the ward. Hitting on 3s. Winning on 4s. And a 4-up save. Oh, more go down. Continuing on, we're going to have this availability start firing. We're going to start with these 5, since they basically have the same characteristic of bolters. The veterans and the force commander into the Carnosaur, hitting on 3s. And now they're aiming for the Carnosaur, not Krakar, so it's going to be strength 4 against toughness 6, which is 6. Lovely. 6s. Oh, we got one of them. 4-up save. No. That brings it down from 5 moves down to 4. The librarian will fire Smite into the Carnosaur, hitting on 3s. It's only strength 4, so it's going to be wounding on 6s. Nice. It's also AP 2, so no save for you. And then we're going to move on into the charge phase, in which case our Mad Lad Force Commander is going to charge into the Carnosaur. For this man has no fear, no matter how much bigger it is than him. The Space Marines are going to charge into the Seraphon. And the Dreadnought is going to clash into that cavalry. Since they charged and they have the higher initiative, the Space Marines will be going first. And they get +1 attack, so it's 20 attacks hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. Time for that 4th save. And 2 go down. The remaining Lizardman is gonna fight back 5s to hit. Never mind. Never mind. The Devastator squad against the remaining Lizard folk. Hitting on... Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 4 save. It's fine. The Saurian Knights back into them, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. And a 3 save. Oh, they all live. The Jetpack squad is going to fight next, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. Nothing. The Dreadnought is going to be attacking next. He has 2 attacks +1 for the charge, so 3 hitting on 4s. They all but 1. And the Sucker is Strength 10 versus Toughness 4. So 2 is to wound, insta-killing. Why do you do this? The Cavalry hit back on 4s. They wound on 3s. I mean, no, they wound on 4s. And the Marines get a 3 save. And they succeed. So no one died there. No one died there. 2 died here. Now we're gonna do that mess. The Force Commander will be going first. He has 3 attacks +1 with charge, so that's 4. He's weapon skill 5 against weapon skill 6 of Krokgar. So 4s to hit. That's disappointing. He needs 5s to wound. Oh, he wounds. Luckily for him, he is wielding his power sword, so he ignores the save. But even down to 2 wounds, the dinosaur still has its bite. Krokgar will now do his attack. He has 5 attacks. Weapon skill 6 against 4, so 3s to hit. Not bad. And then strength 6 against toughness 4, so 2s to wound. They all wound. 3 save for our commander. Oh, okay. He takes 1 wound, that lucky bastard. So, he only lost 2 wounds, and the big guy only lost a wound. So technically... Am I gonna really try to roll for a leadership on him? He is probably leadership 10. -1, leadership 9. Can we get a commander to run? Can we get a commander to run? No. Can we get this dude to run? Minus 2. Actually, no, it's -4 because he's outnumbered way too much. So... yeah, he's running. How far is he running? 6 inches. Can the Space Marines catch up? Yes, they do. That dude is gone. At the end of Space Marines turn 1, they will bring down an entire unit of Lizard Boys. Time for Lizardmen turn 2. Not wanting to be in a rapid fire range of the Space Marines, the one that can shoot from anywhere on the board is just going to move back a bit. Now he will cast his spells. Same one as earlier, he'll be casting his 7-up spell. And it goes off. And it will be going into this tactical unit. How many times? 3 times. Strength 4 against Task Force, so 4s to wound. They all have to save. They're all fine. God damn you. With nothing able to shoot, we're just going to move straight into combat. First things first, we're going to go back into this combat. Force Commander is going to use his giant sword to hit him on 4s, and hopefully wound him on 5s. Never mind. And then Krokgar is going to slap back with 3s to hit, 2s to wound, and then can the commander make his 3 save? He can! He willed it to be! This unit of Marines into the Raptors, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. Not a single one. The Knights are going to attack back, hitting on the same things, 4s and 4s. Really? 3 save. Oh, a Marine finally falls! Now the Jetpack Marines hitting on 4s. Wounding on the powerful number 4. Never mind, why did I say that? The Dreadnought gets to go next, hitting on 3s. No, 4s. And wounding on 2s. Thank you for actually wounding. That actually is instant death, so one of them is just destroyed. Alright, so technically the Space Marines lost this turn because I lost one dude, and we didn't, and then the Lizardmen lost nothing. The Lizardmen lost one dude, and the Space Marines lost nothing. So, they both need to take a leadership. These Space Marines are -1 to their 8, so they need a 7 lower. They're 5. The Riders up there have a same leadership of 8, so 7 or lower. And they're also fine. This is an annoyingly equal game. What is this? This is Space Marines turn 2. The Space Marines are sick and tired of this BS. They're gonna move up and start shooting into the little skink. The unit of Victor Squad is actually gonna point towards this angle. We want to get rid of that squad. And the Lebrian the Lebrian is going to start marching towards the dinosaur. What is wrong with me? Things first, the only thing I can't shoot this turn is the squad of Marines into the Skink Priest. Frankly, they didn't like the fact that someone thought Thunder could bring down a Space Marine. So they're hitting on 3s. And it is strength 4 of their bolters into the Skink Priest of toughness 3, so wounding on 3s. And just to be kind to him, we're just gonna remove him from the surface of the earth. And then we're gonna start charging things. The Librarian into the Carnage Squad into the Raptor. We are once again going to go into this squad, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 4 up, save. A Raptor goes down. Then we're gonna move on to that conflict. All that into the Lizards, hitting on... Actually, hold on. We didn't do that one. 4 attacks back, hitting on 4s. 4s wounding. Never mind. 3 attacks. Actually, no, we gotta add 3. 6 attacks from the Veterans and 3 from the Jump Marines into the Lizard folk, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. Get up there. 4 up, save. 2 die. The Dreadnought into the last Lizard tail, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2s. Why, Dreadnought? Why? The Force Commander next, hitting on 5s. Wounding on 6s. No. The Librarian is going to attack next. He's going to be hitting on 5s. Re-rolling thanks to Psychic Power Storm of Destruction. Re-roll miss hits. And then wounding on 6s. Nothing. All that for nothing. That is a damn shame. Krakgar into the Commander, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. Save, can the Commander live? He's fine! Alright, now it's time for Leadership Desk. Alright, let's finish this up. Okay, this guy has taken a wound, so they need to take a leadership check, so -1 to their 8, so 7. And they're fine, of course they are. That dude, surrounded by harassing fire, is -2, so he needs to take -2 from 8 to 6, so 6s. That is a 5, that is a 3, that is an 8. That dinosaur will be run. How far? Can we catch him with our Space Marines? Yes. Goodbye, Raptor Boy. Well, that is the end of Space Marines turn 2. Nope, that wasn't Space Marines turn 2, that was Lizardmen turn 2. No. What turn was that? Yeah, that's Space Marines turn 2. So, Lizardmen turn 3, their final turn. We're gonna start with this combat. The 4 remaining Space Marines hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. Never mind, why you do this to me? The Lizard folk hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. No. Why? The Force Commander and the Librarian into Krakgar, hitting on 5s. Rerolling the white ones. Never mind. Wounding on 6s. Aha! And he ignores the wound. Krakgar into the Commander, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. And a 3-up save. Okay, our Commander down to... On their last turn, they were not able to kill anything. Now they're gonna get early blade destroyed. At the beginning of the moon phase, we're gonna fall back the commander and the librarian. Commander goes back 5 inches and librarian goes back 7. And then we're gonna start moving everything around the the Carnosaur, because he's only got 1 wound. So first things first, we're going to use the biggest weapon we have so far. So that is the assault cannon on the Dreadnought into the Carnosaur, hitting on 3s. And then it's strength 6 against toughness 5, so it's wounding on 3s. Really? Why? Why can't you roll today? Why do you hate me, chart? Alright, the bolt pistols from the assault squad, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s. Nothing. The bolt guns from the veteran squad into the dinosaur, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s. Nothing. 20 shots from the Space Marines into him, hitting on 3s. Why are there so many 1s? Alright, wounding on 6s. Aha! I've got a few of them. 4-up save, you fat lizard shit. Haha! And you failed. With him dead, the only combat remaining is this one. Can the 4 Marines bring down 2 Raptors? 4 is to hit. No, they can't. 4 is to wound. Never mind. Lizardmen, 4 is to hit. 4 is to wound. Never mind. And that ends... well, yeah. Lizardmen versus Space Marines. It's obvious the Space Marines won. If we continued on, all this mess would go into that, so... that was actually quite a fun. The amount of 4-up saves I was able to get on the Lizardmen is rather impressive, because 4-up usually fails. But that's the 50-50 of rolling d6s, so... it was interesting. As usual, if you like this, comment down below. Like the video, the pleasantries of this state. And, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye! I gotta go put this all away now. For those of you who have stuck to the very end of this video, I'd like to personally thank you. This video has been brought to you by my will to live and my eagerness to enjoy Space Marines and giant dinosaurs. Today's question of the week is, did you see the models that came out of the gateway after the Lizardmen had fled? That will be all. Until next video.